What is up, everybody? Logan coming at you guys today with another video, and I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch another one. We're in front of the camera today. Normally I make a lot of videos in front of the laptop, but today we're gonna be talking about Options AI, and we're gonna go over their mobile platform a little bit, and they actually just brought 0DTEs onto their platform as well. Currently they only have SPY, the Qs, they don't have SPX, they don't have RUT, like the cash settled funds I'm used to, but there is also a benefit to trading those style instead of just cash settled all the time. I've talked to a lot of traders who actually do make worse decisions when they know they can hold it to expiration. We'll talk about that today. We'll get into it a little bit. There is a referral code when you guys sign up if you use code Logan. You get free credit, you get some money off as well for any of the really cool analytic stuff on here. So I just wanted to say that out of the gate, but let's get right into this one. Logging into Options AI, really quickly you'll see the search bar up in the top right, and then you also over here is the referral area. This is to go commission free, like for you guys as well, and then the new customer bonus as well for anybody who's brand new. See these up here. You can also contact their support really quickly and easily, which is nice. But coming down to the markets, you can hide this chart. I don't have any current open positions. It's the weekend right now. You know, you can see where the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ finished up. You can see where they're weighted on the day and how they move just by clicking kind of left and right through here as well. Just like in the last video on the laptop, right? We have the market gainers you can check, and you can hop back over here. You can do the market losers. Maybe you guys find a big move in one direction, it was a massive gap down, and now you're looking to play the gap fill. There's a lot, I can't believe Workhorse is down to $1. How is that even possible? Peloton's down to 9, well 860, but gosh, some of these stocks, Tilray's gotten crushed. It's really wild to see a lot of these stocks just get completely obliterated. The unusual options volume could be pretty helpful for you as well, but we're gonna focus on a lot of 0DTE in this video. So with a lot of my 0DTE trades, you guys know I just like to use the ETF. So you can search a company. We could go search SPY really quickly. We're gonna pull up SPY. You can check out the week, the month, the 3-month, and the year on this as well, which is really cool. Calculate those moves. The next expiration is July 17th, which is Monday, which would basically be our 0DTE. So if you go down to the options data, you can see the total calls and puts that came in. Here's the put call ratio for the day, and this is the average day on the right. So you can see a little bit more volume coming in for it. Options open interest, right around the average, right, with the calls and puts. There seems to be a lot more open puts right now. We have the 30-day, here's the IV rank, pretty average, right, with this VIX level. And then you guys can see the most active contracts with a lot of calls and puts hanging out at that 450 spot, which makes sense. I mean, we're right at 450. A lot of people love trading at the money, going in with size. Even people with small accounts love trading at the money. You know, there's a lot of people who do trade these calls and puts more like gambling, right? A lot of gambling and betting is pretty much picking one team or the other and just seeing who's gonna win. And most people bet pre-match. So it's just like betting the day before the S&P, right? The calls and the puts, and then you just hope you don't get crushed by theta. We'll take a look down here, but the closest day would be the 0DTE day. You have your expected move up here where they tell you, right? We have the weekly, if you look up here, here's the monthly one. If you guys look out for all the trading days as I kind of click through, you can see what the expected move is from where we are now to the upside or the downside. This can change, right? Volatility rises, volatility shrinks. So if for whatever reason we gap down large on Monday and the volatility rises very quickly, you're gonna see the expected move also expand quite a bit. Keep that in mind if you're trading any sort of 0DTE or short term. But overall, you know, I'm more of a swing trader these days. I like those 1 to 3 days, just because I feel like I have a much better read on the market, and I only get in trouble every once in a while doing that these days, which is very nice, just based on how the volatility has been moving. Much different than 2022, which was very hard to swing trade and was more of that day traders market. 0DT still has a lot of interest these days. So if we go down to the options chain, you can come look at every single individual strike on the call side and the put side expiring the 17th. Go over, of course, the S&P, blah, blah, blah. They have all the news as well, which is nice. But if you go down to trade SPY and you wanted to get bullish, we'll come up to the chart so we can kind of get a little bit more of a view. But let's say you think the market peaked Friday in the morning, right? Because we hit that giant resistance spot and just immediately sold off after filling that old gap. So if you were like, all right, I'm bearish now because we didn't make a new high and we clearly hit resistance and just immediately sold down, that's a great thesis, right? And there's the other side to that. You know, some people are like, oh, we're coming back to support again. You know, we had that 40-50 support. So let's say that's your thesis, right? And you come down here and you have the 449 call, 451. So that would be your long leg, the 451, your short is the 449. So you'd have to be somewhat directional on that trade. And you can see the green box and the red box, which is basically telling you your risk is $127, your max gain is 73, your probability of profit's about 58% right there. So as long as the stock price stayed within your green box, you'd be making money. And if it went to your red box, you'd be losing money. It kind of shows you as well, like where that expected move is to where, you know, you're getting a decent amount of credit because you're right at the money. But another thing, right, if you don't want to be that close to the money, I don't blame you. It's a lot of stress, a lot of work. We'll pop over here and you could actually sell the 41 or 451 and buy the 452. You're risking 83 bucks to make 17. You have an 80% chance of profit here. A little bit better with the odds in your favor, but you also have to remember you can still lose on this. This doesn't mean your trade is completely bulletproof, but even if the market doesn't go in your direction, you can still make money throughout the day. Now, one thing I really want to talk about is if you've never traded a 0DT before or you haven't traded it on SPY, platforms close you out early. So what that means is they don't want any sort of assignment risk to your portfolio, which is anytime in the last hour the market makes a dramatic move and your short leg's in the money and your long leg's out of the money, so you get assigned hundreds of shares. If you can't afford that, right, you would be hit with a margin call. Basically, there's just a big mess that happens. You end up getting a bunch of shares you don't want, you know, and you were just trying to make a little bit of money on a 0DTE. You know, they'll manually close your trade out near the end of the day, as will every single other platform. So it's basically up to you to take that risk off, completely get out of the trade. You know, you could also open a new trade after you take this old one off for maybe a different day's expiration. But that's one big thing you really have to pay attention to and like be mindful with, is if you're putting these trades on, it is totally up to you to manage them, but also know you can't hold these to the end of the day because they'll get manually closed on you. And it's sort of like watching a video game, because you take that trade slowly through the day, you'll see your price go between or throughout the, you know, expected move. So even if it drifts up, the expected move does too. You can still take that trade off for profit. So if we go to select and review, because you want to play at the money, you could also proceed with your ticket. But you get to explore your profit zone here, which is like, okay, I know that if near expiration, you know, I'm at 450.50, I'm gonna be upside down 70, 80, 90 bucks, right? You'll be in that range based on the volatility as well. So it kind of gives you a little bit more confidence. You know, you're more comfortable with that trade just because you can see what your actual profit and loss is. And anything above here is max loss, anything below the middle line is a max gain, and you can kind of play throughout that as well and risk a decent amount of your portfolio, like 2-3% in these trades, but not doing like 20% or full sending your account, because it's very hard to predict short-term options pricing. So that was my little SPY update for you guys. If you're doing 0DT, that's a lot of the main focus of this video as well. I have no current open positions at all. They also do write-ups every day on what to look for, which these are actually very useful, right? They give you updates on when the earnings are coming out, payrolls and yields. Kind of makes me mad because I want more volatility so I can have more premium. I don't mind how the market moves. But pull up the Qs just in case you guys are a Qs trader specifically and you wanted to trade some risk defined options on QQQ. You go over to trade QQQ and go over to your 0DT time. The Qs are a little bit more volatile than the S&P is, you know, on average. The put call ratio a little bit higher on average than the S&P as well. 30-day IV ranks a little bit higher. And here's those big positions. So you got a lot of contracts at that 380 between calls and puts as well. Hop over to trade QQQ. Let's say you are pretty neutral on this one. You can actually whip up a nice iron condor, give you some strikes for you to look at. I like this iron condor quite a bit actually. not to go above 382, not to go below 377. If the market just chops sideways, you could collect 10, 20 bucks per contract. You know, you're risking 58 to make 42. Let's say you make 10 to 20 bucks per contract. You could have 10 of them, make 100 bucks, hop out, go to the next trade. But I don't think that's a bad idea either. As far as setting up a trade, or you can reset these strikes. You can move these strikes down with the little adjuster over here, and you can just switch them up. You'll make a little less money or a little more too. So now you're selling the 383, right? We popped that up a little bit. So now I moved it way higher on the call side. Maybe you're slightly bullish, but still like the iron condor. So you'll sell the puts at 377. Right, I was just using the little toggle buttons on the right. 386 up top is gonna be where your bearish position starts, which is, you know, a 2% move to the upside. I'd be very shocked if that got tested on Monday. Basically risking 75 bucks to make 25, you have a 62% chance of profit. So if you had a really good thesis that this was gonna work out, you could take this trade and slowly watch the market kind of drift up on Monday like it's done for most of the week. But that's gonna be everything for me in this video. I appreciate all the support, and I really do appreciate Options AI for all the help and everything and all the support. Like I said, if you guys want to sign up, get some free buying power through a credit with code Logan. So I really appreciate that. There's a lot of cool things, and I love using Options AI for, honestly, mainly I use this, I log in almost every day and check the oversold RSIs and the overbought ones as well, and just make sure it's a good stock, one that you like. Even SQQQ is getting ridiculously extended to the wrong side. That's why I think the market's gonna pull back a little bit this week, just from this crazy rally we've been on for 2 months now. Overall, we're finally hitting these like technical spots to where it's getting a little crazy. Everything that can really give you an edge as an options trader. And here's some overbought RSI. Looks like Coin, Riot. I know crypto's been bouncing back a little bit from where it was. So you could even come look at Coinbase, which that was down at like $60 not long ago. So you can go back here, you could literally go back to earlier this month, it was 75, and now it's at 105. Also, right before I go, I wanted to let you guys know there are some new amplified investing and some shirts. You know, I have some like the S&P is all you need. Guys, check the link down in the description as well if you guys would like to do that and support the channel. I'm gonna get a couple this week too, so I'm really excited. But I appreciate all the support. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.